and they never found the body. Hello!
Welcome
to another episode of Listerland.
Hi, Dan.
You ready? The big gulp. Here he goes.
Yeah. Easy.
What you don't see is that he goes straight through and he's actually just got sodden trousers.
Yeah. Straight into a bucket.
What you don't see is we have to pour him into a taxi at 8:30.
And it's only 7 o'clock.
Okay, first question. What have you been into this week?
Into?
Yeah.
Into
I
work.
thought we'd make this musical chat about music to start with. What's been on your playlist this week that you've got into, or have you got one that's been on repeat?
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, I have actually. I've been listening to some more audiobooks lately, but there's a playlist that I've been going to, and it's
Listenerland.
well, it's soul music.
Oh,
Right?
So
Yeah.
get down.
Get down.
Funky. Oh, yeah.
Good question. Sorry. I don't know if there was do we need to bring in a priest for an exorcism?
It's not quite Carole King, but it's getting there. But you'll know what I mean if you know.
It's wanking.
Okay.
Moving on quickly.
So, yeah, the soul playlist. And
Do it again, Wayne.
And I love a bit of funk and soul, but I've realised that I've got a big soft spot for Barry White.
You've always mentioned Barry White in past.
Oh, there's some bangers on there. And there's one song, and I can't remember what it's called for life, mate. I'm going to talk about two songs, and nor can I remember what they're called, right? Which is pointless, but I didn't know this question was coming.
Well, I just thought of it.
There is one song where it's got a long intro. Barry White's quite good at long intros. And I'm like, I recognise this bass line. Dun, 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 right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I know this.
Birdie song.
What is it?
Bum,
No.
bum, bum, bum.
But it's the bass line and the rhythm section to Rock DJ by Rob Williams. Dun, dun,
Oh.
dun, dun, dun,
Right,
dun.
okay.
And I'm like, oh my word, it's a Juffin sample.
Did they lift it then?
They did.
Wow.
And then there's this other song which I just find is fantastic because it's so
Have you
creepy.
just opened a court case up there?
Well,
Right. It'll not be his first.
He's going to love you.
there's another song as well, and I think it's one of his bigger songs. I just can't remember the name of it, but it starts, and I don't know if I mentioned this before. It starts with like a weird string section, which is slightly like on a sharp note, and he's going oh, and it sounds like. Sounds like from a really like thriller film. It sounds like someone's about to either get attacked or whatever, or there's like a creep coming down the corridor,
Yeah.
and then suddenly it's like it breaks into like this like funky.
Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll get Louis to put them down at bottom end.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm going to share these Barry White bangers. It's a new segment of the show, Barry White bangers.
Going back onto the... Have you noticed when you have a pee in troughs,
Hold on.
they always last longer while you in?
So for people outside of Yorkshire, when you're having a pee in the troughs, what he's referring to is when you're urinating at a urinal and your ass sphincter is leaking gas. It's
If you sat there, it's just... But, as soon as but when you're having a pee, Paul likes it.
some circles call it the mating call.
He's used that before as a mating call. And funny enough, it's worked.
So that's what I've been into, Barry White, funk and soul.
Well, funny you should say that, because I've had a change of music this week. Last weekend I were out and I thought, I'm going to always go back to one of my old favourites that I always go back to when I want to change of music, and that's Otis Redding.
Otis Redding?
Yeah. Big fan of Otis, and I just thought...
Do you know he's got kids that make music? Otis Redding the Third.
Really?
That's what they're called.
No, that's what he's called. Otis Redding the Third. I'm sure he is.
Right.
I might be wrong,
I
but
don't
I'm
know
sure
that.
I heard some of this last couple of weeks where the legacy is going on through one of his children, yeah.
You're scuppered, aren't you? If you're into music and your father or mother is a famous musician, like you're like, oh crap. Well,
Look at Muddy Waters' sons. He's got about Oh, he's got a few, hasn't he?
About 15, hasn't he?
The Lennon's sons.
And more, and he's got one he's done it. He's had a career out for the last 30 odd years, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's been recently on tour in England, I think.
I've met him. Big. It just looks like Muddy Waters.
Oh, yeah, you have, haven't you?
Yeah. Just looks like him. Great big hands. He came over and shook me hand. That's when I was trying to get.
Is that
to
when you
his
were
wife in
peeing in
Atlanta.
troughs?
Yeah. And he was stood next to me this.
What are you shaking me hand for?
But he
So,
was
hold
like,
on. So you're in troughs making your trumpet noises, and then all of a sudden you realise that Muddy Waters' son's got big hands. I'm getting worried about you, Wayne.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, mine is it's been on before on my playlist, and then like all my songs on my playlist, apart from probably about 50, because I don't keep a lot on. I keep about it's more than it used to be. It used to be about 150, 200. Now it's about 400. But what I tend to do is I rotate them quite regularly.
Yeah.
And I'll take probably 100 off, and then I'll put some pieces on that I like. But there's always a core of stuff that's on there. And one of the pieces that it might have been 6 months, because my theory is, and I've told you before about this, I keep rotating, keep it fresh, keep different ideas coming in, and I'm searching out new music. It's not old music, there's new music as well. And then when you rediscover these tracks that you've taken off, it's like, finding them for the first time. It's, I remember that one. Oh, it's great. I love that one. Yeah, I'm going to put that one back on. And it start rediscovering, and I like that. And I've done that with one this week, and it's Koko Taylor. She's called Koko. She was called the Queen of Chicago Blues. So it's not like Lightning Hopkins. I woke up this morning and my baby's left me, so I got my shotgun and it's not that. It's not. It's that. It's that Chicago blues style, and she's really good at that. And she does this one. And I can't remember what they call it now, to be honest. I asked you all the question. I'm not even researched the question myself. And it's really good. I'll have to do it. I'll have to find out.
Welcome to the phone segment.
Yeah, sorry, people.
So while you're doing your phone segment, I'm going to ask you a little question. Don't you read my bloody notes?
Oh, Voodoo Woman. Voodoo Woman. Check it out.
Is that the mother of Voodoo Child?
Flat return.
Voodoo Woman by Koko Taylor. It's great.
I will. I'll look at that.
Yeah, and the other one is Dark Road by
Lighthouse Family.
Lighthouse Family.
No.
Forgot
her name now. This could be a good episode that you can see.
Yeah.
Eurythmics.
Oh.
Annie Lennox. Dark Road from the album she did, and the album is brilliant. It's called Songs of Mass Destruction. I think that's the title of it. But the album is brilliant. Brilliant album. Dark Road, Through the Glass Darkly, Fingernail Moon. Some really, really good tracks on there.
Top 10 most used words in songs.
Babby.
That can't count. That's a cop out, right?
Oh, it's a word.
Right. If you can have, I'll choose 3.
Oh, I can choose 3.
And
okay.
if you get a point for each one that's in the top 10.
Okay. Well, baby,
right?
Woman.
Okay.
And love.
Oh, right. What are you saying, Wayne?
I'm going to go with man.
Man.
Nope.
No.
Man. Could I have a colour? As in black, blue, red, or...
Yeah, I know what colours are.
Yeah. I'll have a colour, man, and...
No, you've got to pick a colour. Can I have a consonant? And a vowel.
Right, I will have red.
Right? So it's man, red.
Man, red, and...
Some boy.
Girlfriend.
Yes, right, okay. Man, red, girlfriend. You didn't get one. I'll give you half.
I should have gone blue.
I'll give you half a point, actually, because you did get one word, and that's girl. Girl is number 9 of the top 10. And you said, sorry, remember me again?
Baby, love, and
woman.
Woman.
So, baby is number 3.
Okay.
Number 1 is love,
Okay.
but no woman. It's a girl.
Ah.
That'll be the piles. So I'll give the list. So number 1, love. Number 2, yeah. Number 3, Babby. Number 4, oh. And number 5, heart. Number 6, night.
Night.
Number 7,
That's a
feel.
strange one, isn't it?
No, I think a lot of people sing about the night time. Like party times, night time, night time.
Tonight's the night.
Tonight's the night.
Tonight's the night.
Babby. Dressed in red.
Oh,
No, red's not there.
name a colour.
7, feel. 8, time. 9, girl. 10, life. Now, if you think about those words, there's a theme with those, isn't there? Love, yeah, baby, oh, heart, night, feel, time, girl, life.
Crabs. Yes. There is a theme.
Yeah.
There is a theme.
You probably find those top 10 words in most,
Who
most
collates
songs.
that?
Who collates it?
Who's collated all that information together?
Somebody who was very bored.
Yeah, exactly.
And why?
So when did you do it, Wayne?
I think it was Wednesday.
And he still got it wrong.
And you couldn't answer the question right.
A colour.
Talking of top 10s, do you want Sting's top 10
Top 10 what?
songs?
Oh, has he gone?
It says, yeah.
Okay.
It's top
Not
10.
Police then. Sting.
Sting. It's top 10 songs of all time in no particular order.
Can we guess? Number 1.
You can. Well, there's no particular order, but you can
right.
see if you can guess any.
Fields of Gold.
No. The songs that he likes.
Oh.
Not his songs.
Oh, sorry.
Sting's personal favourites.
Right. Sting's personal favourites.
I don't even know what he's into.
Don't stand so close to me.
Again.
Babby.
I think it might be easy that I tell you.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to get this.
Go on then.
I think he likes Van Morrison.
No.
Okay, never mind.
He likes It Wasn't Me by Shaggy.
Oh, God, he does, doesn't he? Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
did
does.
collab with Shaggy.
2000 that were out.
Yeah,
I thought it was later than that, but it was 2000.
2000.
Sledgehammer by Peter Gabriel from 1986. Don't You Want Me
Babby.
by the Human League in 81. Here Comes the Rain Again by the Eurythmics in 84.
Why are you singing? Why are you talking it like Pick Up the Pops?
And Careless Whisper
Doodle-tastic.
by Old Judd,
Well, let me guess. Is that in 80s by any chance or no?
84.
Yeah.
West End
Old
Girls.
Judd being George Michael, sorry.
West End Girls.
Ooh, 80s?
East Town Boys.
Pest Up Boys. I've never got on with that.
No. Was that in 80s?
Yeah.
There's a lot of 80s stuff going off
He's a
there,
bit of an
isn't there?
80s boy, isn't he? But we're getting a bit older now. Baker Street, Jay Rafferty,
Right.
78. No Woman, No Cry.
Bob.
Marley.
Yeah, 75. There's no particular theme to these, is there, really?
Apart
Well,
from
of
80s.
No, well, apart from 80s, there's no like, always a big soul, man.
No,
Always
that's-
likes a bit of this. There's a bit of everything, really. Wider Shade of Pale, Procolarum.
Yeah.
And then Dock of the Bay, Otis.
Yeah. There's a lot of crap in there.
There is a lot of crap in there.
Which one?
Yeah.
Which one in particular
one?
would you call crap?
Shaggy's.
Oh, right.
Shaggy,
it
yeah.
wasn't me.
Yeah.
Crap.
That's
what,
weird for him to choose that.
What next then? You read out?
Sledgehammer.
No, it's all right.
Don't You Want Me, Barbie?
Crap.
Here Comes the Rain Again.
Crap.
Careless Whisper, West End Girls.
Crap.
Yeah.
Baker Street's brilliant.
Baker-
No One, No Cries, brilliant. White Shell of Pay, brilliant.
Yeah.
Dock of the Bay, brilliant.
Yeah.
So what's the crap?
I've
Just
just told you.
one.
There's
Only one.
3 or 4 or 5 of them there.
There's only one.
No,
Smiths.
Thurston.
Yeah.
And then that. What,
Sledgehammer, brilliant.
It's all, no, obviously brilliant. It's all right. Go on then. What's next?
Don't You Want Me, Baby?
Obviously, it was only allowed to pick
Then
released
next and
songs.
down.
That's right.
It was obviously only allowed to pick like commercial singles.
Yeah, just what he likes.
They're not album tracks.
No, they
That's what I'm saying.
You were asked
Yeah.
what his top, what sort of created his musical life.
So it'd be interesting
What
to
he
know what his
liked.
album tracks.
It would, but that's interesting for everybody, though, isn't it?
Which leads me to my next question.
Go.
What album do you think that everybody should listen to?
Songs in the Key of Life by Stevie Wonder.
Wait,
Okay.
but good choice. But it can't be a classic album. It can't be an iconic album. Because we do this, we go around this circle a bit and we're like, Dark Side of the Moon.
We do.
So it can't be a classic album, but what album would you recommend someone to listen to?
What are you calling classic?
You know what I'm calling classic.
Well, I'm going to say, you can't say Alanis Morissette.
Yeah, I'm going to say.
I'm going to say, Songs of Mass Destruction by, I've just mentioned earlier, and I can never remember her name. Just goes out of my head like it. Eurythmics.
Okay.
Annie Lennox.
Well, I'm going to say this, and you're not going to like it. The Sun is Often Out by the Long Pigs.
Oh, you shite. Yes. Fair play.
Thank you.
Fair play.
But to be fair, I have thought about this already.
Yeah, it's a good shout, that. Good shout.
I know.
Because it's not a famous album.
It's not.
But it's very good.
It's very good.
So for those that you don't know, Long Pigs is like this subculture of Britpop.
Yeah.
They never quite cracked through. Richard Hawley was in it. They were very good. From Sheffield.
Can you have Greatest Hits?
No, you can't have the best of the Beatles.
No, I'm going to Beatles.
Or the best of Wings. The best of Dolly Parton.
Damn.
The best of Bonamassa.
But on that note,
No, you can't use a Bonamassa one. Get out of your comfort zone. Come on.
Thank you. You can take this moment to like and subscribe, because the more the people that like and subscribe, the more we can do this.
I'm stuck now. When you ask me questions on spur of the moment like that, my mind just goes blank.
What's your name?
Oh.
What about if I
Good
said
answer.
to you, South is beautiful?
Yeah, well, I was thinking one of them, but I won't know which one to pick.
Pick one that's not popular. Do you want to pick a colour?
Well, going on that note, then I'm going. But you know, you won't want everybody to listen to that.
That's true.
Very true.
Oh, it's an odd one. This one.
What should everybody listen to that's not a mainstream album?
Yeah, well, that's the problem, isn't it? What everybody? He's trying to find something that everybody should listen to.
Well,
What about you like Muddy Waters or BB King?
You see, the ones we've picked, not everybody likes what Lewis picked, and not everybody's going to like what the Annie Lennox that I picked. But I think they should listen to it because I think Annie Lennox's Songs of Mass Destruction is an excellent album.
And I'm going to pick an album here, and you're going to taunt me for it because it's everything, and you more than anybody. And it's something that I wouldn't normally go to, but I think it's a brilliant album, and that's BB King's Live at the Regal.
That's fine.
There's not wrong with that.
Yeah,
That's
but I
good.
don't particularly like live music, do I?
Oh,
Well,
But that album is
I didn't twig this.
I don't particularly like live music, but
I like that one.
But that album,
But that is one of my favourite albums of all time.
But yeah, I do like that album, but it's live, and that's
You've always said it's one of your favourite albums of all time.
Yeah, I do. I think
And it's
Live
a
at
live
the
one.
Regal's brilliant.
You know, you're going to have to take that statement back.
I know, but I can't because I was listening to something the other day and on radio, and they did a track and they played the live version. Now I can't remember what song it was, but it was by Thunder, and I like this Thunder track, and they played it on my way to work, and they did a live version of it, and I just thought it's good, but
it's not right.
it's not as good as the other
that's
version.
the thing. It's just a version, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought because it's live, you've got all that clapping and
Why don't you just say
and all that, and
Why don't you just say, I don't like all the whooping you get on live tracks, but I like some live versions because there's some songs that I like that's better live.
That's probably a good description.
Than I like
It's
just the album version.
I've told you before. It's all that noise interference that winds me up.
People enjoying themselves.
Yeah, it gets on my tits.
Triggers you, doesn't it?
It's overrated, isn't it? Just it's
just say I don't get all that whooping, but I like live albums.
What's answers below what yours are as well? You can play along.
I just told you.
We won't read. So when
No,
you
we will.
when
We
you
might
mention,
even read some out next week.
when you mentioned versions, I've got a version for you, which I recently discovered.
Go on then.
There is a reggae version of OK Computer by Radiohead.
Oh, that's a bit left field, isn't it?
Yeah.
I bet that's interesting.
To the point where the song, I think it's called Let Down, the guitarist from Radiohead said it's better than theirs.
No.
Did you listen it all the way through?
No. Because...
Well done.
Oh, I'm not going to lie to you. No. And it's by a band called the Easy Star All Stars.
Oh, Easy Stars All. Why does that?
Easy Star All Star? I don't know.
That rings a bell.
I don't know if anything's got... I don't know if there's something to do with Toots and the Maytals, but yeah.
It sounds very familiar to me. That
You're not thinking just of the All Stars.
Like I should be telling you a story about them now, but I don't know it.
But I just thought it was great that there's a reggae version of OK Computer by Radiohead.
It's not what you expect, is it?
No.
Well, going on, busy, you go in top 5, top 10s. Now, I can only get top 2 because that's all that were in the statement that I read.
So not going on that statement then.
So what?
I can only give you the top 2 there.
What is the most recognisable riff?
All right.
Smoke on the Water.
I'm going to go A Whole Lot of Love.
No.
Okay. Can I have a clue as to the instrument? Is it guitar?
Yeah.
Riff.
Is it guitar?
Yes.
Okay. My second would have been the saxophone on Baker Street.
Is it AC/DC?
That's second.
Is it Back in Black?
Is second.
Right. Okay. Back in Black second. I'm trying to think of the majority of the audiences.
Oh, Lord of Rosie.
That's the one. That's the vocals.
From
Bad vocals, by the way.
Oh, Lord, and a different song.
Yeah.
Right. So, Back in Black's number. Is it? Could
I'm thinking.
Oh, is it Neon by John Mayer?
No, Don't Stand So Close to Me.
No.
You've just been talking about Sting. You got him on the mind.
No, but it's very, Smoke on.
Well, at first I thought.
Is it to Stairway to Heaven?
No.
Ooh.
No, at first I thought, well, Smoke on Water's got to be there. And then when it got down to the bottom of the article and it gives you 1 and 2, I'm like, oh, that is a shock.
It would be.
Is it Queen?
No.
Oh,
Go on and tell us.
I think More Black.
More Black.
More Black.
Jimi Hendrix?
Not colour.
Oh.
As in black.
Right.
Black Sabbath.
Oh, right.
Paranoid?
Yes. That's number 1, apparently.
Really?
The most recognisable riff is Paranoid.
Do you know?
And then,
I dispute that somehow.
And then Back in Black.
I don't dispute
2.
what you're telling me, but if I went to 10 random people in the street and said to them,
Paranoid.
do you recognise this?
They probably recognise it. They might not know its name. But
first of all, it's an age thing. Second of all, it's a genre thing. Do you know what I mean? It seems a bit, bit of a stretch, doesn't it?
Yeah. I expected Smoke on Water being up there.
Yeah.
When I saw headline article and I was reading it, I thought it's got to be Smoke on Water. This. When I got to one, I was like, oh, but it only gives you top 2.
If you went into a rock bar, you would probably get that answer. If you went into a general public house, it depends on the genre, the age group. I don't know.
Anyway, that's what he said.
Oh. Did you
I'm
know?
surprised, but it's an interesting survey.
Interesting survey.
Yeah.
We asked 2 people and they said...
Well, we only have 2 though. Did they not give you the rest?
No.
Just give the top 2.
It just give top 2.
Going back to Bob Marley, do you know the song? Well, you do know it, No Woman, Don't Cry. He gave away the publishing rights to that. He kept something like 5% for himself and his family.
So that people could copy it?
No. He gave it to this particular person, a friend of his. Because what the habit was, in case anything happened, they'd sign it to the family member or a friend. to be the custodian of it, basically. But what he did was he gave it to his friend and said, "You're the major shareholder, 95% or whatever." Because his friend run a soup kitchen in Trenchtown in Kingston. And wherever he'd got the money coming in from that song, he kept the soup kitchen open. And that's why he did it.
Ah.
So he didn't earn that much from it, really. He did gain some. I think he had about 5%, maybe 10% from it. But the majority of it all went to this bloke. And I had his name somewhere. But he died in 2008. And from 2008, it's reverted back to family.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know if the soup kitchen survived, but it did up to 2008 anyway. I thought that was very generous.
Well, yeah.
He didn't know at the time it was going to turn out to be as big as it was.
Did he realise when he was giving it away what
I don't know.
What iconic track it would turn into?
He didn't have crystal balls.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Well, it reminds me of Gautier.
It does me.
Do you know that song, that one hit song
No.
he had? There's somebody that I used to know. Ding, 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 ding. It had like a hit in like 2008 or whatever. Like it was like number one for 11 weeks or something stupid. And I always had
might
beef
know
with
it if I heard it.
I always had beef with it because I believe it sampled a nursery rhyme.
Yeah.
And I think it probably well did. That's why it became so addictive or stuck in your head. Anyway. Earworm, that's it. And he gave away the rights so that people could sample it and copy it. So he didn't make as much money off it as he thought he would because he gave it that right away or something like that.
Was he being generous or foolish?
I think he was just being nice, and I think it also to do with the fact that he was aware that he sampled a lot of things himself.
Well, that doesn't hurt. Being nice every now and again.
He's overrated.
Overrated.
Oh, I mean, Otis Redding sitting on the dock of the bay.
Yeah.
They didn't release that till after he died.
Yeah.
And that's why.
Really?
Yeah, and that's why there's whistling at the end of it, because he'd not finished it.
So who was whistling? Somebody else?
No, Otis Redding were whistling it.
But he died?
Because he'd not finished the song. So
Oh, I didn't know that.
So when they were recording it, it was more like 3/4 done.
What else can I sing
Is that
here?
true?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Just keep whistling.
and the last verse wasn't wrote, so he just whistled it. And then,
His biggest hit.
Yeah.
and then after he died, the record company put it out and it just went crazy.
And it's
obviously the whistling was in it because it was unfinished.
And it's the only song about sitting.
What about
No, it's not.
what about James?
Oh, sit down.
Well, it's not. That's sitting down. He's
Sit down.
just sitting and whistling.
Yeah.
Sitting.
Oh, sit down.
You haven't said that one.
Sit down next to me. I like that track.
Yeah, James.
Yeah. Was that line in it now? If I hadn't seen Such Rich as I
Could live with being poor.
I could live with being poor. Yeah, great line.
Yeah, it's a good line.
I know I'm sure he's pinched it from somewhere, but it's a great
Bono's
line.
got a similar one. But yeah.
Talking about people that earn money from records, A Tribe Called Quest. Are you familiar with these people?
The name sounds familiar.
Yeah, they're a band.
No.
Yeah. And one of their members, old Fife Dog, they got their management people to ask Lou Reed if they could sample Walk on the Wild Side or parts of Walk on the Wild Side for their upcoming track that they wanted. Can I kick it?
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can. And he said, yes, you can. So they just ran with that and they recorded it. But what they didn't realise was that he'd said, yes, you can use it, but I get all the money for it. I get all the publishing rights and I get all the royalties.
Ow.
Yeah. And they didn't earn a dime from it.
Oh, that's a shame.
And it's their
Yeah.
biggest hit, most popular track. They have to play it, or they had to play it, and they didn't earn a penny from it.
That's a bit of a...
See, you should make sure you get people to say the right thing and sign the right thing.
So I've had a strange one this week.
Really?
So the BBC and all UK radio stations
Put an assist.
have censored
you.
Spice Up Your Life by
Oh.
the Spice Girls
Right.
from 1997
Yeah.
because they censored it because they've had to remove a word in case people find it offensive.
I'm getting fed up with this.
So
What word is it? I thought because the song was about, people thought the song was about the drug spice.
no. There's just one word in there that they sing, and they thought, no, people of today's culture, shall we say, might find that offensive, so they've censored it.
What word is it?
Yellow.
Yellow?
This-
Hold on, in what context are they saying
They
like,
say the word yellow, so it's now, when they play on radio stations now, they have to submit that word yellow and blank it off.
Are
They
they,
have to
are they
censor
referring
it.
to a
Well, I don't
group
know.
of people?
yeah.
I don't know. They wouldn't do, would they?
Because
Well, I don't
Bruce
know.
Springsteen says it in Bonnie USA.
You see, this is where you could ban 50% of music that goes on that's been played since 1960s because
But it is
what
racial
about
slurs.
Ichiku Park? What will we do there? We'll get high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll touch this. It's all about drugs.
Yeah.
They tried to,
BBC tried to ban it, and they said at the time, oh no, it's all about us reminiscing about this park that we used to go to and enjoy ourselves. Line, obviously it's not. So all these hits that they play, all these classic hits, they're either about drugs, sex, or
Would you really think that Spice Girls were?
well, Stones have stopped playing Brown Sugar for obvious reasons.
they've not stopped
They
playing.
have. They stopped it.
Since
Stopped
when?
playing it. Yeah.
Have they?
Yeah.
Rubbish.
Stopped playing it. Yeah, they have. Stopped playing it.
Yeah, but that wasn't a racist
The dad.
song.
No, it's not. But
But
it's
now
about
black
drugs.
coffee.
It's like ZZ Top, Brown Sugar. They've got a track called Brown Sugar. They stopped playing that
Yeah.
for the same thing.
Can you really see Spice Girls back in them days?
Spice Girls of all bands.
I know, doing something like that.
I think it's got
don't.
something to do with race. It's got to
I
be.
It's
don't
going a little bit too far, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
I am frightened of upsetting somebody. Well, get over it. We're not
Well,
nursemaids.
apparently the first one to do it is it got played on Tuesday by BBC Radio 2,
Right.
and somebody wrote in or emailed DJ
Right
after,
then.
and they said, you've just played Spice Girls, what call it, Spice is Your Life or something like that.
Spice up your life.
Spice up your
I mean,
life.
I don't know.
Spice up
And
your what?
they're saying
Life.
that
Life.
you've just
Oh, hold on. Life. Yep, that's number 10.
you've just played this track and you've censored the word yellow out, and apparently they came on saying that we've now got to censor the word yellow
Coldplay.
out of that song.
Is that out now?
That's what I mean. I think it must be in reference.
It's got to be, hasn't it? It's got to be.
I don't know.
It's got to be.
I can remember the song, but I don't know any lyrics from it.
Well, if you played it, I might say, oh, yeah, I recognise the tune.
Yeah.
But did they do anything politically incorrect?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Well, it's a bit like
Do
that
you really
Christmas
think
song.
that
Maybe it's cold outside,
Yeah.
which has been frowned upon
Yeah,
these days.
yeah, yeah.
But to be fair, it is a bit creepy. If I said the word, it might get censored.
Yeah.
It's a bit,
What?
aggressive of the sexual nature towards
All
someone.
right. Okay.
Like,
Yeah. All right. Fair play.
fair play.
Fair play. Delilah, fair play. It's about stabbing your ex and killing her.
Why though?
Yeah.
Why?
Why? Well,
You were going to explain.
I were.
Well, let me tell you.
Why do they spell yo-yo like that? Anyway, so what I just, it's just going a little bit too far though, isn't it? Don't you
Yeah, I
think?
think it's getting pathetic.
People are getting upset about the slightest little thing just because they want to prove their existence in this world by being a griper.
Yeah,
Let me just put my hand up and say I object to this because I want to refer to myself as a tree. Oh, come on.
Okay. Well, on that note, I think we'll say goodbye.
Goodbye.